Hey friend, want a Friday night in? Hello everyone, welcome to Lilthings. This is a reminder that you're such an amazing person and you'll succeed in everything you put your heart into. Welcome to the first episode of Friday Night In. This is a crochet with me series where I crochet in the background while having a girls talk and chit-chatting with you guys at the same time. And it's super chill, it's just like on a call with a friend. So the purpose of this series is to normalize night ins because I used to feel very left out when I don't go out. So in each episode of the Friday Night In, it will be a different topic. I really want to talk about some topics that needs to be talked about more often and something that we all experience, but among friends we don't really bring that up in a conversation because it might be embarrassing to talk about, it might be awkward, or you don't want to ruin the mood for everyone. For example, feeling left out, body insecurities, loneliness, something like that. In this episode, we're going to be talking about feeling lost about our future because this is exactly what I'm experiencing right now. So I'm literally speaking from firsthand. So before we start, let's check out my Instagram page at lilthings.crochet. I always post free patterns on there and all crochet related stuff. And also I do live Friday night ins to chat with you guys in real time. And the last Instagram live was so much fun. Y'all are the sweetest person and you guys are just so fun to talk to. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. It's currently 12:42. I feel like crocheting is just such therapeutic sessions. I feel like we should be having like girls talk at the same time while crocheting. You know, that'd be like really cute. Imagine you stayed in for like Friday night or something and then you're just watching this video and then you're just like crocheting together. We're just like chatting about like, I don't know, problems that we have or something. No, that'd be kind of cute. So I think I should start first. Something that's been on my mind for like a while because I really want to change to design. I've done science all my life. I am never good at science. When I actually put in effort and started studying, I realized like I actually can't do it. Like it's either I'm dumb or like I'm just not meant for science. So I don't know what to do, you know? Like I'm really scared that like if I do change, it's gonna be a wrong choice. Like what if I can't do design? And what if like if I put more effort in science, like I could actually do it, you know? But I don't know, and I'm really scared. Also, like right now, I don't know what I want to do for my future. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I actually don't know what I want to do. Everyone else has their life figured out. I wanted to do physio, but then, you know, like I couldn't do it because it's like all like science. But then at the same time, I'm really interested in like filming and also like art and crafting as well. I don't know what my future is gonna look like. All of my friends, they know what they want. All my friends are really smart and they all want to become like doctors, lawyers, engineers. And this is really stressing me out because I should have my life together. I should have everything planned out, but I don't, like everyone else. I always have like mental breakdowns and I'm super lost. Like I've been wasting my life and my parents' money and I still don't know what I want to do. So if you don't know what you want to do for the future, you're very like lost. Like I am. Just know that you're not alone. Like you're really not alone. I talked to like a lot of people, especially like moms, because like I always talk to moms. I don't know why, maybe because we crochet together or something. They all told me like it's okay not to figure it out yet. Most of them don't know what they were gonna do before doing what they were doing. And it's completely okay to not know what your future looks like. And I guess you just have to experience life first. You talk to more people, you meet more new people, and you have more experience, and then that might like change your mindset on something and even change your like perspective on life. You might be like ding, and then you know like what you want to do or something like that, you know. So it's not always like you need to know every single step of your life. I guess like the future will unfold itself. That's what one of my friends told me. So like just know that it's not the end of the world. It's really not. You will figure it out like eventually. I mean, that's what they all say. So I guess I'll just wait. I don't know, I feel very like fun just talking with you guys about it, even though I'm talking to a camera right now. To be honest, I don't know if anyone's gonna like watch this. That's why I'm like saying everything. These are like what's been bothering me. I hope that makes you feel better knowing that like you Okay, so back to crochet topic. Right now I'm making a lily of the valley. It's gonna be a free pattern, and I'll also be making a YouTube tutorial on that, so yeah, stay tuned for that if you like it. Then I stopped doing commissions because it's just really time consuming. Also, you're really underpaying yourself. Right now I just focus on creating more patterns and then making them free for you guys, so you guys that's just starting out and don't really have the need to buy a pattern can use my pattern. I'll also be making YouTube tutorials for absolutely beginner. Like you can literally have zero experience and still be able to crochet after watching the video, so stay tuned for the upcoming videos. I'm still finding my own video style. So let me know like if you like this kind of video where I have talking in the middle and the main me just like silent, or like just completely dead silence, or whole video of me talking. Can we acknowledge how cranky my voice sounded in the video? I probably haven't drank water in like, I don't know, like 6 hours or something. So I just want to elaborate and add on something that I talked about just now. If you're on the same boat with me, you'll know how frightening it is to not know what your future looks like. So whatever you're doing, maybe like uni or high school, you kind of lose motivation to do things because you don't know what all these hours of studying and effort are going into, right? Like it feels like it's just going to nothingness and uncertainties because you don't have a goal. So for other people, it's like they're climbing up the ladder where they know what they're getting at the end. And for me, it's more like climbing up the ladder that leads to nowhere. And one, it's very scary. It's very, very scary. Second, I kind of don't understand what the purpose is for me to do whatever I'm doing in school, because I don't even know if I'm gonna benefit from that, and it's all like working for nothing to me. And it's really hard to be motivated when you don't even know what the purpose is. So I think of it this way, it's like a bunch of people are thrown into a random field, and some people might start running and doing laps, and some people might be warming up, and I'm just like clueless in that field. I'm literally just existing there while everyone has found their thing to do. And that also leads me into thinking, what's the purpose of my life? Like, what am I here for, you know? And the scariest part is that no one can tell you. You just have to figure it out yourself. And in this period of time, it is definitely inevitable to compare yourself with the people around you. And it's usually a subconscious thing. Like, you don't even realize that you're doing that. Like, I feel very behind in life and also among my friends, because all of my friends have such a well plan of their life. And especially when they know what they're gonna do, therefore they're super motivated. And you look at other people and look at yourself again, and it's like, oh, why are you like that? Why are you like the odd one out, you know? And there's also judgment that comes with it. Like, maybe your friends or family, like, they don't say it out loud. Obviously, they're not gonna say it to your face. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's fine, take your time. But like, do they actually think that, or are they like secretly judging me at like family gatherings or like family friends party? And it's like, is everyone like secretly looking down on me? But to be honest, I think it's just all up in my head, and I try to isolate those thoughts, but it's like it's always in the back of your mind. But it could just be coming from a place of insecurity, and also you're just projecting what you think of yourself to other people. So it's not necessarily the case, and I always have to remind myself of that. And it's really easy to develop a blame or like guilt within yourself, because most likely it's your parents that paid for all these years of education, and I really feel like sorry for them for not finding out like what I like, and I just feel guilty, you know, like, why haven't I figured it out yet? And it's really easy to just blame yourself for that, but honestly, it's really not your control. Like, if you haven't found it and you're trying your best to find it, it's out of your control. Obviously, I still don't have a solution for you, but I can share like what has worked for me. So basically, I just kind of combine my personality traits and my ability and what I like doing, like my hobbies, my passions. And you don't really need to name a specific like job title or anything. You just kind of have a general idea, general direction. For example, for me, I am a more flexible person. I don't like doing something like very repetitive. I don't like doing that. And also, I'm not at all a science person. So before I wanted to do physio, right? And that job was really not for me. And I didn't really think that through. Now that I have to change subject, it's really like forcing me to think like, first, what am I good at? What am I passionate about? Like, what do people need? Like, can I actually make money off of that? And I kind of have this conclusion that digital stuff is more suitable for me. Like, because I can just work from home. I don't really need to go to like office or anything. And it's pretty flexible, and plus I can just share what I like doing, which is crafting. Growing up, I did a lot of crafting. That's why I started this crochet account, and I just want to see if I get something out of it. And secondly, I think it's really, really important to do something that you like doing, because as I mentioned in the beginning, it's like you don't have motivation to do well in school or something, right? Because you have no interest in that and you don't even know why you're doing that. But when you do something that you like, it's coming from a place that, you actually enjoy it, and therefore you want to do the best. If you haven't figured out what you like doing, or like your hobby, or what you're passionate about, I highly suggest you just try new things. And there's so many resources out there. I'm not telling you to pay to take classes. There's so many free resources on the internet. For example, YouTube. It's literally my favorite platform to learn things. I learned so much on there. I learned how to do Rubik's Cube. I learned how to crochet, to edit videos, to learn how to speak English more fluently. You just have to just try it. So the way I dealt with comparing myself with other people is that I just keep reminding myself that we are all in different timelines, and you have your own timeline, I have my own. We're like in like different lanes, you know? So there's really no point in comparing because we are all different. And I remember reading it somewhere. It said Obama retired at the age of 55, whereas Trump started at the age of 70. And this shows that everyone has their own timeline. So the key takeaway of that is that you're not early, you're not late, and you're just exactly where you're meant to be. And I try to filter out those judgments by just focusing on myself and knowing that everyone has their own life. And I'm the only one that's living my life, and I'm responsible for that. And even though they don't agree with you or they don't support you, one, you don't need approval from other people. You don't need to be supported by everyone. Second, they literally have their own life, and I'm just living mine, so mind your own business. And yeah. So I went on Instagram and I asked you guys to send in some questions or advice or your personal experience on this topic. Thank you everyone who sent in your response. They're all so good, like they're literally gold, but I could only choose a few from there. Yeah, it was hard to choose, not gonna lie. Anyways, let's get into it. It's hard to keep going when people in the same age group as you are so far ahead in life. It's demotivating, frustrating, and just sad. I'm so sorry that you felt that way, and I completely feel you. Like, it's the comparison that is so, like, mentally draining. Yeah, you just feel so behind in life, and it sucks. And I found a response that might help you, so I really want to share it with you. Hi, I'm almost 21, but I realized a lot of how I felt came from who I surrounded myself with. I felt really lost because I compared myself to my friends. But once I grew apart from the whole group setting, I felt better. Also, I'm sure you're on the right track. Not everyone knows what they want to do. I definitely still don't, but it'll all turn out okay. And a slay emoji. I love this advice so much because I always have thought that I have to change internally, like my mindset and how I control my thoughts, but I rarely think about how I can also control the external environment and who I surround myself with. Also, you know how we always say cut off toxic people? And I always have labeled toxic people as the people who did me wrong and people who hurt me with an intention. In this case, they did nothing wrong and they're literally just living their life and they're like amazing friends. But if being around them makes you feel bad about yourself, then in my opinion, I think that is toxic for you. Not saying that they're toxic. It's a good idea to just distance yourself from them and finding a group of people that are experiencing the same thing as you. I think that would make the whole journey a lot better. And don't feel bad. I'm sure your friends will understand it and you gotta do what's best for you, you know? I feel the same way, not me almost graduating, still not knowing what major to take. Oh my gosh, same, like I'm really scared to choose a major because I think that if I choose it, like my future is gonna be set in stone. It's gonna be like that forever, like I have to do that related field for the rest of my life, and I get really freaked out when I have to choose. And then I saw this response and I love it. I'm still feeling lost, but I'd say just try everything and anything. For example, if you don't like your course right now, don't be afraid to change and try something else. It might be what you're looking for, if that makes sense. Honestly, this is so useful because it's not like once you've chosen your subjects, it's gonna be set in stone. Like you can always change it if you wanted to. And this happened to me, like I found out that I don't like science and I couldn't do science at all, and that's why I'm changing subjects. And don't think that all those years of studying that certain subjects is gonna be wasted, because if you did that relevant subjects that you did before just to not waste it, quote unquote, then you're gonna waste your rest of your life doing things that you don't really enjoy, you know? And having this mindset really helped me through the changing course process because I was very doubtful. And obviously when you choose a major, you do have to take it seriously, but at the same time knowing that you can always change it, I guess it's less pressure in a way. Hey, so I'm in the same boat as you right now. Just graduated from high school and have since felt so lost and confused. It doesn't help that my family are not the best off financially and lack a secure sense of transportation. However, what I remind myself is that I'm still young and I have so many things to experience. Society tells us, especially in the US, that we need to immediately get into college and work for the rest of our lives. However, I've never been able to picture myself in that position, and seeing all my friends talk about college never feels good. So I just tell myself that I'm my own person and have my own personal goals in life. I'm still not fully intent on what I want to do, but I know that I don't have to rush anything. Sorry for being so long, but I hate this lost feeling and can relate. Hope this helps. Please don't be sorry. I'm genuinely very grateful that you shared your story. Like, it's super relatable, and yeah, just thank you for sharing your story, because before I used to think that it was just a me problem, but now that hearing your experience and knowing that there's other people out there that experience the same thing as me really makes me feel better. And I really admire how even though you're surrounded by people that you can easily compare yourself with, but you still have a really strong mindset and keep reminding yourself that it's okay not to be like other people, not to follow the societal like footstep, I guess. And everyone has their own pace in life, and I completely agree with you, and I love this. We feel lost because there are too many paths and we don't know which one to take. But it's the fact that we have these countless paths which leads to limitless outcomes that allows us to grow and shape our own future. And that's what makes life interesting and fun. I love the shift of mindset. It went from really depressed, really hopeless, to really positive and really hopeful and just eager to try everything out. Especially in the midst of unknown and lost, it's really easy to just spiral down those deep, dark thoughts. And remaining hopeful really helps because that positive energy will then motivate you to do well in other aspects in your life as well. And just having that good mentality in you would really help just doing everything, no matter like trying new things or And also I love the change of perspective because I used to think, oh my gosh, there's too many options and I don't know what I should do. But now I can think of it as there's so many options and I can't wait to like try them all out or like find the one that I love. You know, I genuinely really like this. It's perfectly okay to not have a clear view on what you want to do in the future. I'm the same, but just do what you love and you'll find a happy place doing something. I really think this is true because if you enjoy doing something and that's your passion, and naturally you'll just be willing to spend time, you'll be willing to put effort into just doing the best of it. And that's why in every video I always say you will succeed in everything you put your heart into, because I genuinely believe that you will succeed if you do something that you truly enjoy, and if you do something enjoy and be good at it. And I really think that something would just fall into place and just work out. I'm 24 and a mom of 2. I learned that it's okay to not know for certain what you'll want to do. It's just really comforting just knowing that it's okay and it's coming from a person that has more life experience than me, and just having them kind of reassuring me that it's gonna be okay. I feel so much better. If you feel lost, the best thing to do is to keep learning and exploring. Someone I know wanted to do ballet, but realized it didn't suit them. They decided to try business and law, but the tuition was expensive. This led them to being a boxer, and they won competitions to obtain tuition money. And years later, they passed the bar exam to be a lawyer. They had to move around, but the point is, don't stop exploring. If you find something, for example, hobby, occupation, etc., that you feel like is beneficial and sparks passion in you, don't let that dream die. This is so encouraging because sometimes in order to find something that you genuinely really like doing, you kind of have to trial and error, and you might find something that you don't like, but at the same time you kind of have the opportunity to figure out what you like and enjoy. And I really agree with the don't stop exploring because there's really so much you could do. It's very fascinating just looking into all the jobs, not even jobs, like just maybe hobbies, and there's actually a lot of things, and I'm sure you will find it eventually. And I just really want to say this again to everyone that is watching this video who feel very lost and is very scared about the future. Please know that you're really not alone. I have gotten so many more responses that is saying how lost they are. Just know that we're all together, and we're all together in this, and you're really not alone, and we're all gonna be okay. Also, if you really need to talk to someone, please don't hesitate to just send me a DM. My DM is always open for you guys, and yeah, I love chatting with you guys, or even just join my Friday night in and talk about your problems and stuff, and I'd love to hear about them. And if you're wondering what I've been doing this whole video, I'm making my last commission order, and it's an international shipping to Canada. And this is me saying bye to them because I don't get to keep the stuff that I make, and I'm so sad about it. Also, if you made it this far, comment any flower emoji so I know you're a real one. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. I'm planning on making a camera pouch tutorial as well as a tulip card holder tutorial. So yeah, that's it for today's video. All the best, and I love you, and bye!